social distancing and practicing good hygiene are some of the few ways you can keep safe from the coronavirus. I'm Olivia Campos, reporting for The Report. Zoom has become an essential everyday tool for companies everywhere. With many job employers relying on this video communication platform for interviews, how can you make sure you stand out on a Zoom interview call? With many jobs being remote now, it can be difficult for those to remain motivated who are looking to succeed in their desired career field. However, there are ways you can further launch your career virtually. Senior citizens are unfortunately one of the few groups that are at higher risk for severe illness and even death from the coronavirus. Yet how are senior citizens taking matters into their own hands to protect themselves?
Olivia?
2 Orange County firefighters are in critical condition sustaining serious burns all over their bodies while battling the Silverado fire. It looks like the answer is very simple. Practicing and prepping are the key to having a successful interview call. Hopefully these tips will help you nail that Zoom interview. I'm Olivia Campos for OC News. Working, remaining professional, and having your own workspace are all ways that can help motivate you to further launching your career virtually. Logging off, I'm Olivia Campos for OC News. With many jobs being held remote now, it can be difficult for those to remain motivated who are looking to succeed in their desired career field. However, there are ways to help further launch your career virtually. College graduate Annika Keim, who recently landed herself a job as Swika Environmental Consultant, shared a piece of advice.
It's really important to know that you can still network even though you may have already gotten a job or whatever. Just because you can't go in person to meet with someone for coffee doesn't mean you can't schedule a Zoom meeting to do the same thing.
Networking is key to building a successful career and can still be done virtually through Zoom. Keim gave us one more insight that could help jumpstart a career virtually.
Even though we are all on Zoom, that you still need to stay professional even once you've gotten the job. So still look nice for meetings.
Although you may be working from home, looking and remaining professional will leave a great impression on your employer. Looks like Keim's advice was put to good use as she did launch her career right out of college. Cal State Fullerton career specialist Cassandra Thompson can give us a deeper insight on how to launch your career virtually.
Be on early so that when they pull you on screen, you're there. Look at the camera and not down at the person. Like if I'm looking at you right now, I'm down here. But if I'm looking at the camera, in your opinion, it probably looks like I'm looking at you.
Being on time to Zoom meetings and giving your full attention to your manager will show that you take your career seriously. In our medical sales operation analysis, Sean Lee shared his own insight on how to launch your career virtually.
When working from home, it's important to dedicate a space for you to work. If you have the luxury of having a spare room, you can make your office like I did, or even your kitchen table is fine. Just some place to differentiate from work from play.
It's important to have your own office space to really focus on your job and keep balance with work and life. Lee shared one last tip of advice for someone seeking to launch their career.
I believe communication is key, especially because we don't have face-to-face interactions with our colleagues and our managers. Try to set routine meetings up to go over your responsibilities and tasks.
Networking, remaining professional, and having your own workspace are all ways that can help motivate you to further launching your career virtually. Logging off, I'm Olivia Campos for OC News. Senior citizens are unfortunately one of the few groups that are at higher risk of severe illness and death from the coronavirus. Yet seniors are taking matters into their own hands to protect themselves from this growing virus. Jane Kim is one of the many elders taking precautions against this virus by staying home and practicing social distancing with her husband.
걱정도 되고 집에 있으니까 답답하고 밖에 나가고 싶고 그런데 하지 말라니까 할 수 없이 집에 있어야지 뭐.
Although Jane had worries about quarantine at first, having her husband Kenneth Kim by her side made everything easier.
I used to wash hand every 10 minutes, but as I usually go outside, come back. Even if I go outside my car and come back, still I wash my hand.
Much like his wife, Kenneth is also taking the necessary steps to protect himself from the coronavirus by washing his hands consistently and wearing a mask when going outside.
So I'm a strong man, but still I worry about because existing is I told you before, diabetes, blood pressure, so cardio is my heart problem. So that's what's really frustrating.
Elders who also have health issues such as asthma and diabetes are at a higher risk to suffer serious consequences from the coronavirus. Jane and Kenneth's daughter, Sandy Kim, often brings groceries for her parents to limit their time outside.
because they're the target demographic for the coronavirus. They're senior citizens. My dad and mom both have high blood pressure, diabetes, and then my dad also has heart issues.
Current evidence shows that the coronavirus can remain on surfaces for up to days. Disinfecting groceries and wiping down dirty surfaces are ways you can protect yourself from the virus.
I want to keep them safe, so I have to go shopping for them because I can't go, to the store like they do in the past.
Much like the Kim family, we should protect those who are vulnerable, such as our elders, at this time. For The Report, I'm Olivia Campos.